So, I said before about this German who came to Johannesburg, and he wanted to look at every single moisted. Why? Because he wanted the kriegen mit the Rebbe's nachas. He wanted to feel the Rebbe's nachas, like kind of imagine the Rebbe taking a tour in the moisted. How would he look? Nachas, yeah. And we have to know that the Rechagav, nachas is nicht tam. Nachas, kabel given nachas. Friedrich Rebbe tells a story in Pesach of Shin Dalet. Shvi shel Pesach Dachtach. He tells the story about the Mittler Rebbe. When the Mittler Rebbe, you know, the Mittler Rebbe, what about the Alter Rebbe's stalk? He was in Kremenchuk. The Mittler Rebbe came back. From Etzem, he never came back. I mean, he came back would have been to Ladi. But he didn't go back to Ladi, he went to Lubavitch. Looks like he was there a short period, but he moved to Lubavitch. So here the Friedrich Rebbe word. When the Mittler Rebbe came back, and the moistest that the Alter Rebbe had set up were Choref. The Meshel, the war, the 1812 war, Napoleon, the moistest were Choref. The Mittler Rebbe had to build them up again, practically from scratch. So he had to go around, he had to fundraise, and he had to motivate people to give. And the Rebbe doesn't say it there, but ich bin Mishayer, that after Amnulchome, in these zugekommen in Ashiris, yeah, people were never in a bad way, you know, but the Mittler Rebbe's students were abjoined. Okay, back. So Friedrich Rebbe said when the Mittler Rebbe came back and he wanted to restart the moisture which had become Chorev, he said to Chassidim like this: I'm learning them Taten Chassidim is mekusher mit dem Taten. If you learn the Chassidim of the Alter Rebbe, you become mekusher. Everybody knows the discussion through learning meine Mamorim, it's time mekusher. If you learn the Chassidim from Taten, you'll be mekusher to the Alter Rebbe, in the Shom of the Alter Rebbe. Ametut ha'toiva yidin, poilt men an aliyah in the Neshama from Taten. What's that? He just said, wasn't really mad, but he just said a sentence, and that sentence is l'cheret ha'adborim. Don't do in the soldat. Over the Nashivkis, I don't know the Russian. Nashivkis, Bakume de Generale. The soldiers do the work. The generals get the medals. Got it? So when a Yid does a favor for another Yid, when one Chosid particularly does a favor for another, why? Because he's inspired and motivated. Because the Alter Rebbe wrote in again HaKodesh again and again and again about was taste on Ayid Natoivi, even when it's difficult, even when times are tough. We'll get back in a minute. Halt and go. But remember, we're holding. Anybody know Alter Rebbe Metzger? Yeah, he's a professor in Stern College. And also in YU for a while. And I understand to eat. Sheni Yediyah, Chassidus, not only Chassidus Chabad, but all sorts of Chassidus, also Rav Kook's for him, he translated Oidet HaTshuvah, But when he finds something that grabs him, oh, that is a kocht. So he made it his project to print out on big poster-style paper prokims, particularly of Igeres HaKodesh, Bechlal from Tanya, particularly of Igeres HaKodesh. So he printed up the Igeres where the Alter Rebbe says, I know how tough times are. Thank you. I know how tough times are. And mamish lovin ba'oklim. Thank you. People have to borrow in order to eat. Apal became. It's not good that people held back their nedovas that they were giving to Koil Chabad, because the people in Eretz Yisrael who are depending on Koil Chabad money, remember, a couple of hundred mishpochas moved to Eretz Yisrael, and they weren't earning a living. They were completely depending on the chalukah that they got from Koil Chabad that the Alter Rebbe took care of. So the Alter Rebbe said, the people are depending on you. They don't have lechem lefi atov. Yeah, there's no bread. That comes first before basar v'dogim zevach mishpocha. Before you buy a fish and flesh for a supper with the family, you have to know that the guys in Eretz Yisrael have a protest. What about chayecha koidmin? Said the Alter Rebbe, that only applies by chaye nefesh mamish. Anything beyond that, you have no right to take chayecha koidmin. So the Alter Metzger printed that up on a poster with the English translation, and he goes around and gives it out. He goes into the office of Hashluchim. Why you? And he presents him with a poster of Hashluchim. Wow! What a manik! What a manik! I mean, can you imagine anybody today, some rabbi coming out and telling the people that if you have money for fish and flesh, you're not allowed to buy it cold man. People are depending on you, don't have lechem lefi atov. Can you imagine anybody like that? What a manik! The chosid is not. The musig of Rebbe is foreign to him. But a manik! Wow! So back to where we were. So the Mittler Rebbe says that if you do a toive, I eat. Because you're motivated and inspired and moved by the Alter Rebbe's toive. You're not only mikusha to the Alter Rebbe, you're boil an aliyah in the neshama of the Alter Rebbe. Why? Because the soldiers do the job, but the generals get the medals. So when one chosid cares about another, and he follows the Alter Rebbe's instructions, who gets the medals? What shot medal? Lamailo, the medals are worthless. What a medal? An aliyah, an injection in the neshama of the Rebbe. That, the medal. So imagine the Alter Rebbe's neshama get that injection, whatever is shaykh over there, because of a toiv, the one you did another, Hilamato. So you mekusher with the darga so aliyah of the Rebbe. Now you're connected not just with the Rebbe at the end, but with the Rebbe as he was Nishtala because of your mice. That's what the Mittler Rebbe told the Chassidim in order to motivate them to get the voices going again. I said, that here's the younger man. He wants to see every moisture of the Rebbe and give nachas. But like I said, nachas nicht am nachas. Nachas says, that's the Hebtuf. The Rebbe, wherever he is, Lamaila, Lamato, whatever level he is, because of these moistures and because of the nachas that this chosid has. that we have to, in Shnat Hakel, we have to start looking at one another. These are the Rebbe's Moishes. Everyone. Why? Because you're not made out of bricks and stones. The Winzgen are Moishes. The Bianca Landau was the elder Bocher in the Rebbe Rashab's house. It's a Gedreit. That was the Gedreit. The Gedreit. He was the elder Bocher. He came good learning, so they used to ask him the Shaila. So one time a Shaila came up in the Rebbe Rashab's house, and the Rebbe Rashab turned to Rabbi Yankel. He said, "Nu, wo sagt der Rov?" Rabbi Yankel knocked on with his shoulders. Some Rov. What Rabbonis, what Stettel, what... So the Rebbe Rashab, nu, wo siehst, es fällt nur der Eitz im Rabbonim. You're missing the Stettel, the sticks and the wood and the houses. That's what you're missing. The Rov is a Rov, and but then it felt the much Stettel. You think because you're missing the bricks, you're not a Moises? Every Yid who's involved in the Rebbe Shlita, those is a Moises. So, like you have Nachas looking at the Rebbe Moises, that were only home Nachas, that Shahotman, that Zukum and the Nachas, looking at each other. This is the Rebbe Nachas, this is the Rebbe Moises, this is the Rebbe, I don't know who you are, but you're the Rebbe Moises. It might be an unfamiliar building, but so what? Might not be my building, but so what? The Rebbe Moises. So you are the Rebbe Moises. And we need to start taking nachas from that. When we get nachas from that, Hitman trachten with our breiter Kov, and I want to see your success. I want to see that there's a new order that you did. Maybe I thought of it, maybe I didn't think of it. So it's not about me and you. It's the Rebbe's nachas. Adrabbe, I want to foster you. I want to mentor you. I want you to be matzliach. Veret noch, if you have older and younger guys, and the guys have experience, and they're able to mentor, and they're able to foster other guys, so you start joining together. Adopt a shliach. Doesn't have to be a guy so the other guy feels I need mentoring. I'm never. I need someone else to tell me what. It's like an elder bocher in yeshiva. Yeah. We want to see that kids succeed, that they'll steigen, they'll wachsen, and it should be a lamp, a chassidische bocher. You want to see the kids succeed. When we start thinking of each other, that's talking. You take an interest. And you know what happens? You forget the Nadische, Klein Keppeldige turf wars. And you forget the who's trading on me and the dike, what's going to happen very soon and Bavemen. You have to be mensch without talking to them. But the dike, the Rebbe often spoke about the Nochash HaKadmoini. Over the Teuchel, call you Mechayecha. Mechaya, wherever you go, you have food. But the Nochash Daigit Ben Yechselachme. Maybe somebody is going to take that earth that's supposed to be my food and he'll use it up. What vet me film? Tagam te Welt. Over the Teuchel. But this patch, somebody's treading, the dike is not nourishing. Yeah. But boil mamash, you have to work it out. But the feel when you're getting nachas from someone else, when you feel like the other guy's success is my success, it's not mine and it's not yours, it's the Rebbe's success, and you want to see that the clean keppelkeit goes away, that arachve. There's a cooperation, and there's increased atloche, and less duplication, because there's more sharing. mit deigit nicht. At Hakel. Hakel has vet a call. Become a call. L'chaim. What's the point of the chassidus and the avoid the main thing is missing God's throat, and how much more so if you call someone else English. If you look at that, Yoim Yoim, it's pow! Ibn Tov. So, Michael Delikson helpfully provides the Maramokim, Levi Weinberg, and this is his date. Wrote a letter, my father, all of us, all what actually happened is this. My parents met and they started to make it a shidduch. By the way, Tam Agams, Kedai to visit. When my father was going out, he wrote everything to the Friedrich Rebbe, all the Achi of Ashlila, and it became a long letter. And at the end, he added a story of Fabrengen with all the brother about the Maritzkeit, about the Cholishkin Tat, the Cholishkin Man. And I feel that the Rebbe, the Tat and the Mom, I'm writing the Rebbe like one would talk it over with a parent. The Friedrich Rebbe wrote back, don't hesitate, continue to write. Azoi darf sein der Herrlich. That's the way you ought to feel. The mashmos was not just because practically, but Azoi darf sein der Herrlich. And it's Negeya now. It's Negeya now, we should be in touch, both in duches, regularly, and Bechlal, there's durchreden. So what's going on inside you? What's happening? The Gashmis, the Ruchnis, Ma'ovna Takima. He's there. Okay, back to what I was saying. So they met, they decided to get engaged. The problem was that my mother, Shalom, had an older sister who was not yet a Kala. So he didn't want to announce the engagement to the older Shvashatim, the older sister to Mishina. So they wrote to Friedrich Rebbe that they decided to make it a shidduch, but they don't want to announce it because they're concerned about the older sister. So the Rebbe wrote back, Nenesi me'oid me'hargoshas, I can't remember. But the Nekuda was, the Rebbe said, I had a know from your sensitivity to the state of this sister. This I remember. Ubefrat be'inyan hanegeya benefesh l'shayach bozer mechila. Surprising ways. Ubefrat be'inyan hanegeya benefesh l'shayach bozer mechila. So especially here, you need to be sensitive. Ukemaimer a'amur vosse de peule von Chassidus und avoida sefel der Rikir befragt not goyrem dein akbas nefesh. It was, the Rebbe appreciated the sensitivity. Ukemaimer a'amur, what the Chassidus and avoid all about it. If you're missing the Ikir and you're ready yet to be going to Magnet Nefesh to somebody, so that's my Amur. So that's why the Rebbe didn't give the Magnet Koyman. So when you're out at the bottom, the Weinberg come out backwards. I don't know how many other things are out like that. Okay. This went on a long time, by the way. Sister didn't become a Kala until late the following year. All right, in Amatul the Kishor, it's a Shidduch, and they're getting married. Now my father then was appointed by the Frierdiker Rebbe among the other guys who came from Shanghai to work in the yeshiva in Montreal. So my father was a teacher, and the label Kramer was the prince. The label was still a bocher. My father's now a chos. So the label said, I mean, the yeshiva doesn't have any money. So to give you a raise, there's no money what to give you. But let's swap. I'm getting principal's salary, you're getting a teacher's salary. So let's swap. You take mine, I'll take yours. My father said, not so fast. So he wrote the Frierdiker Rebbe. It looks like they both wrote. It looks like they both got similar letters. But the way my father always said it over, I mean, I saw Kramer's letter, a bisschen anders. Frierdiker Rebbe wrote back. And Benoyam Kibalti, I was pleased to receive the suggestion, Hatzos, Yididenu, Rav Aryeh Shiyach here, label Kramer. Then he continues. Just the oist years, dacht Einkar. Teidu Yedidai, Shekol Tnuet Toive Shani Roya Bochem. Ineni Nehne Hanoel Merube She'en Klau Kidugmos Banoel Oilum Hazeh. Again. Teidu Yedidai, Shekol Tnuet Toive Shani Roya Bochem, Ineni Nehne Hanoel Merube She'en Klau Kidugmos Banoel Oilum Hazeh. כי הלוי תלמידי התמימים הם אהובי, ידידי, צמודי לבובי, אשר כבוד קדושת האמור מוסר נפשי עליהם. יהיה אויסטיס. כי התלמידי התמימים הם אהובי, ידידי, צמודי לבובי. Asher Kvoid Kedushat Amur Mosa Nafshi Aleim. That's who they are. So when I see Atnue by you, from good Chaverschaft, from Freundschaft, care, giving up salary, Hininena Hanoa Berube Shein Klau Kidud Mosoi Bahanoa Soila Mazeh. What's taste that the Rebbe Hanoa? That when you see products of Sumchet meaning, that's what they look like. No, we're out of the yeshiva, we're past that stage, we're in a different phase. But imagine applying that in this phase, in the Avodas Hashluchim, with that Ayungerman, the Rebbe once wrote to somebody, a guy wrote in Hatzol of Shlichus. So the Rebbe wrote, Kenirish, guy named Zokuk Le'idud. Ha'im Yikabel to Idud in the place that he wrote that he wants to go, will he get that Idud, that encouragement? The Rebbe is talking about a moisture, and the guy's going to go and he's going to do, and the Rebbe says what's going to happen with the individual. Will he get that idud where he is? Or will they put him in a position and say, okay, do your job? They have a right to do that. You take a position, do your job. But the Rebbe sees that individual is zokul b'leidut. Will he get it? If not, don't take it. Or the other way, let the people there be aware that this guy needs idut and give it to him. So this is what we need to apply in our field, in our area, our avoidance. Aber such oysters. Kol tnuet toivish aniroya bochem ininena hanoa merube shein klal kidum mostroi v'hanoa soilam hazeh. Ki aloi talmidei hatminim hem ahuvai yedidai smudei levovi asher kvoit kdushas ha'amur mosa nafshi alei. Of what was the moitze nefesh for? That the product of a Totam Chedminim should look like that. That kind of mutual concern. Hakel. The man is a koyach. Not just supposed to do, make gatherings, get more people together. The man is a koyach. The koyach leaked. The Chassidus explained that like the Eretz Megadelet Geboirim and Eretz Megadelet Chaloshim, like Rashi said in Shlach, there's a man which produces effects. There are windows in time. They used to make time windows for different places. Cheres, one Cheres, 10-12 Nisan at night, that's your window for Cheres. Hakel is a window Achdus, for Koholishaft, to be able to sense yourself not just as you're on your own, but as part of a call. That's the window. L'chaim, they should help that we should keep the window open. The Alter Rebbe said once a taich. Mishnah says, HaKodesh Shema. Oder kiven liboy, im kiven liboy, yot, all you could about Torah, he is man a mikra, a guy reading the Torah, and the Gemara says he's reading and being magia, the Sefer Torah. But I'm not intending to read, he's just checking the Sefer Torah. Im kiven liboy, yot, im lav lo yot, the Alter Rebbe types, im kiven liboy, oi, but it gemacht a fenster in the heart. If you made a window in the heart, a kivon, is the window. At the Mishnah in Tammuz. Echad yoyne lamas hashechi ve'echad pestech kevon. They open the window in order to start avoid every morning. In the dawn, the avoid start mid. A kevon is the window. Daniel, kevon psichen le Yerushalayim. Had windows open to Yerushalayim, lidaven to Yerushalayim, Daniel. A kevon is the window. Im kiven li boy, oi, ben gemacht a fenster in the heart. So we have a window. If you open the window, you have to keep it open. While the window is open.